I acknowledge the
Okay.
points raised by Richie, and I
Okay.
apologise
Okay.
if my actions caused
Okay, I don't
difficulties.
think we need to go into the individual nuances of why and how the situation has been wrapped up. Let's just wrap it up and accept it.
I
Moving on
just
to the
wanted to put
next
my apology out
article.
there.
Moving on to the next article, which is FIFA 20.
Oh no.
Who would like to open the conversation
I'm
on
can I,
FIFA 20?
I'm going to give the floor back to Arthur because he's the one I
Okay.
think with the least motivation. Maybe is that the best word to use to get the game? I think he's absolutely never going to get the game. So I think I'm going to start with him, and I'm going to let him start because I want basically, you know what I want. I want him to. I want him to set the groundwork.
I'm going to start off by saying there's a reason we don't buy the game when it came out. We had a party at our house celebrating how thankful we were that we were not going to put ourselves through that torture. That is FIFA anymore. We were done. We were done. I mean, there have been circumstances over the last few weeks with people not leaving their houses, getting on with doing other things, social distancing and stuff like that. And because of that, EA have been regular EA, and over the last 2 weeks, they have spiked FIFA back up to 50 quid, which just makes me want to get it even less. I'm not being funny.
That's a very good point.
EA are just trying to convince us that little bit more. They've just been trying to get us so much over the last 10 years with more. They're still doing it. They're still playing us. And FIFA is shit, and that's all I've got to say.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your opening statements and argument.
There is one more thing.
All right.
COD is also utter shit, but I still play that.
He's got a point.
EA rinsing in there.
Yeah.
Right, so thank you to Arthur for your opening statements and arguments. We'll now move on to Andy for his position on this matter. Andy, please go ahead.
I personally don't want to be the one to take the decision. As Tony
You're
hinted
not
at
making
earlier,
a decision,
No,
Andy.
no,
If I
no,
can
no,
just
no, no.
interject, you are presenting an argument either way. Now, please continue.
As Tony hinted at earlier, I think Jack's going to be the key member here. I think me and Tony obviously touched one where we've had the idea floating about in our heads, but because Pro Clubs it's good fun, but it's not. But once you download the whole game, Rich, you'll see the Ultimate Team.
I don't think I will,
Weekend
to
League.
be honest. I'm not doing fucking Weekend League. I lost a fucking phone last year. I've still got the punch rules and the fucking door to prove it. It's not happening.
Right.
Okay, I think Tony next and then Richie, in my opinion, because Richie needs to be the closing statement.
Okay, Tony, if you'll continue, please.
Okay. So I just want to start off with saying that I absolutely detest FIFA.
Yeah.
I detest everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like recent FIFAs.
Recent FIFAs. I mean, we've been listening to FIFA soundtracks on work from home because it's good music.
Like the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Recent.
Yeah. But in terms of getting the game, I was like to Arthur in the kitchen. I was like, I am close because. I mean, I walked past it in Tesco. It's 50 quid, obviously, as Arthur said, which is a fucking joke. And I don't think I'm going to get it for 50 quid. I'd probably actually rather, actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. But we will, but yeah, I want to get it because there's nothing to do. There's absolutely nothing to do. Coming on GTA, having a little bit of a, run around and killing each other, doing heists, great fun. But you've seen the videos in recent days. We do have a lot of fun.
It makes it hard.
It makes it hard when I bring them out. And obviously, the reason why they're coming out so much is because I've got absolutely nothing to do. So I've got to make the videos.
I don't know. It's too late for me to say anything.
So I am not against getting the game because I just don't think I can buy it for £50 because that's an absolute joke. And I think I'll move on to Jack because I know that he has something to say about it.
I'm allowed to interject one extra point.
Yeah.
That there's also, as Tony mentioned in the videos, that only one of the aspects of I mean, obviously, I've not said any positive aspect about getting the game, but Tony's brand, the Pros YouTube channel. I mean, we could grow that into a business, seeing as we are in a business meeting.
Now,
keep
listen,
your feet on the floor, mate.
if I may,
Keep your feet on the floor.
I will request from here on in that all members of this meeting refrain from fantasy and remain within the realm of reality in contending their points. Now, please, if we can move on to the arguments and closing statement of Richie. Please, Richie, take the floor.
Where do I begin? I remember when this first started. I remember when I went, especially with the YouTube channel, I remember saying to Tony and Subway, we should start a YouTube channel. And look how far we've become. Not as far as Andy thinks, but we've come a long way.
Potential.
Yeah.
It's potential. All I want, to be honest, I'm probably edging more towards getting it than not getting it, even though obviously I'm 100% going to regret that. But I want a decision now. If we're going to get it, it doesn't have to be today, it doesn't have to be tomorrow, you know, for example. But it just needs to make a decision. If we're going to get it, we get it. If we're not, we don't, as a group.
Is it the uncertainty that's
yeah, it's the uncertainty. If we all turn around now and said, no, I'll be fine. I need a decision. We need to make a decision as a group. Because it's been floating around, like Tony said, and that's the problem. I don't like it floating around.
Those messages I get when I'm working, and then Richie goes clubs. Yeah, sorry? What did you say, Andy?
You guys know it's been floating around in my head. It's
been floating around in all our heads.
When I get messages from...
It's not been floating around in my head.
Okay.
Jack. No, hang on, Jack.
It's been in your nightmares, Arthur.
I've been getting messages pretty much daily from Jack just going, clubs. And every time I'm like, you haven't, have you?
Hang on.
Or, what's going on here?
I've never said one message like that.
This is contentious now.
That must be someone else.
That is what the support group is there for.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
I will show you the...
Before we deviate into unnecessary conversation on arbitrary topics,
I'm just going to say...
I think we should put together a structure of the conversation on which we decide whether we're getting FIFA 20. I will remain outside. I will remain. We're going to do a vote, but I will remain outside. I will remain outside of the conversation. In the means of being the speaker. So I'd like to put forth that you four have two votes. One on which you make the deciding choice to purchase FIFA 20. And the second vote, based on the yes or no vote of the first vote, will be whether that is with immediacy or effect of the next 28 days.
All I will say...
So then, timing is not in question, nor is the purchase of the item at hand. So if I can have closing statements, please, for all of you.
I'm lost.
Okay,
what this means, basically, is the first vote is going to be on whether you guys get it, second vote is going to be on when you get it.
If we choose to.
All I can say is that it has to be on a Friday. And in 2 Fridays' time, I've recently had to cancel a party because of some occasion and some things. I'm just throwing that idea out there.
So we can't play on non-Fridays?
Well, but the first game has to be...
Oh, yeah.
We haven't got past the first stage yet.
Oh, I'm just saying this. I'm
getting confused.
Also, I'd like to also say, I don't think we should have... We shouldn't, Tony, I don't want to sort of tarnish your birthday with the first
Hang on, I didn't say it was my birthday. Where'd you get that idea from?
No. Okay. I'm going to go one by one by the table, beginning with Arthur, then to Andy, then to Tony, then to Jack. And we will ask a yes or no question.
Jack should have the deciding vote, by the way, sorry.
A yes or no question with no other information to go with that answer. I don't want to know. It's a simple yes or no answer.
So you don't want a reasoning?
I don't want reasonage as to whether you will be buying FIFA 20. I think reasonage will only string this out further than necessary. I think we've already had contending and interesting arguments from all parties involved and from all key stakeholders, Whereas now we want a definitive answer from
Okay.
each as to yes or no, and that is the way in which this house will move. So,
Keegan, can I
Arthur.
make 1 point before we start? 1 point.
Final
I will
statements.
take
Final
closing
statements.
statements from each key stakeholder, beginning with Arthur.
I think Richie wants to get a point across before I close.
Fine. Okay. Fine.
I just
Richie.
want whatever decision we make to be the final decision. Is that agreeable with everyone?
That is that's the
vote.
point that we've already
Yeah.
we've already
That's fine.
we've already established that fact. We've already
That's fine.
established
I
the
want
fact
to make
that this
sure, but
vote
I
will
don't
be
want
the
anyone
key
backing
vote.
out.
I
That's fine.
appreciate
Yeah.
the input from Mr. Ritchie,
That's
but
nothing against
we've
you.
already
I just wanna
established this fact.
Okay.
So it cannot be in question with any stakeholder at this table that is the key demonstrable fact. This is definite. Is it understood by all?
Yes.
Can I have one question as well? What happens in a tie break?
I will put forth to the members of the table, would you like me to be the deciding vote?
If it happens.
I think the deciding vote should go.
I don't think Jack.
We can
Jack, I don't
have
think-
two options. We can have two options. Either I will make the deciding vote, or we can
think it should be
randomise, and it can be a coin flip.
Oh, yeah.
I think a
I've-
coin flip.
I would say that the
Coin flip.
deciding vote should go to the founding member of the club.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I actually agree with that, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
No, I do agree with that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
Well, we've got
so
three
that's going
after.
to Jay, then.
Hang on. So we've got three. Right. I will ask the member of the table to move away from funny remarks. Okay.